Low Collective, Wendy Joy. Love, light, and positivity from me to you every day. I wanted to remind you that no matter what it is that you do on your journey, that you really do need to be honest with you. So if there's something that you're suppressing or trying to bury or look past or pretend isn't there, then that's really not doing a justice for you. Because in order to be able to heal from what you're running from, you need to bring it into existence, into the front of what's going on. You have to dust off those cobwebs and you have to process that information. You have to understand why you're running from it and what it means to you, like what the lesson is that's inside of the hurt or the pain or the trauma or the indecision that you've been trying to bury and keep a little bit suppressed. And I can understand why, because facing things like that, they can hurt. They could be very painful. They could bring us down to our knees if we sit and let that be. Meaning that no matter what, sorry, meaning that no matter what comes to us, we have the opportunity to stop, refocus by breathing, and, maybe pivoting our mind a little bit and understanding that whatever that is, that we have the power to control the outcome of. We are in control of ourselves, our feelings, our mind, our movement, and even our actions, how we portray ourselves, whether we're painting a picture of illusion or if we're wearing it all on our sleeve, right? It's out for, you really to see. And it doesn't really benefit half as much the others around you as it does for you. Because releasing from you a burden that you felt like you had to drag behind you weighs you down and, creeps up every once in a while, because it always does, and resurfaces just to see, are you ready yet to handle me? And if you need any help or courage or encouragement or support or even a new concept, if you will, a pivoted mindset on how to handle what you might be running from, right? By all means, reach out, because I'm really good at that. I never really sat in a place where indecision or confusion or any type of misillusion ever played upon me in any type of negative manner. I mean, I made up stories and stuff, but I think they came from one of my past lives, and there's been many of them, so that understands the different types of stories that I tell. But what I do know is that I'm not afraid. I've never been afraid. There's always been, I guess, a safety net that I felt somewhere within me that, wouldn't let me fall unless I jumped. And if I jumped and I wasn't looking to land on a specific rock, right, like leaping to get somewhere, if I jumped to my demise, which could be very, that could happen, actually. I've seen a lot of people hide behind illusions trying not to process or have to deal with, the hurt and the pain that they were running from, and they ran right into an alternate state of mind that did not provide much justice to them at all. And some of them are still there, and others found light and found their way out, and I'm very proud of them for that, because it was probably the most difficult thing that they could have ever done. And I know that if you are honest with yourself and how you feel and what you think, regardless if it comes from energy bottled up from within, or from your immediate surroundings, or even from the energy that might be migrating your way, right? Because what happens here eventually gets over to the other side of the world. Oh gosh, my nose again. That's the divine reminding me that it's very important that you realize to be honest with yourself and to be able to distinguish where those feelings are coming from, or those sensations, or those memories, or those hurtful places, if you will. And when you're able to distinguish where they're coming from, then you're better able to pull that elephant out of the room, maybe. I make myself laugh. But truly, bring everything out and then address it one at a time. And don't feel any kind of way because of anything that you tried to hide away. Because we all do that. At one point in our life, we've all filed stuff in a box and said we'll get to it later. Knowing later wasn't going to come anytime soon. Hoping to forget that they were there. But the way the cycles work, the way that the lessons go, the way that the world was designed to be, there's, cycles, and cycles usually last about 10 years. So you could probably, be self-assured that within that amount of time, right, something that you've been trying to forget will resurface. Probably at the worst time, too. But what I can tell you is that if you are honest with yourself at every step of the way, that whenever those tumultuous, if you will, sensations come back your way, you would have at least been able to heal from them and be able to thank them for coming back and reminding you that standing tall and being courageous, facing everything face on, like head on, and being honest with yourself, first, foremost, is the most energizing, high vibrational route you can take. And you will see that you would have sailed effortlessly through situations that might have bent you at your knees. If you need me, I'm always here. Do reach out. I so do love to communicate and chat and encourage and spread love and endless positive possibilities your way. And I'm doing that right now, as a matter of fact. As I'm speaking to you, love is in my heart, and joy is what I'm sending through the air, across the waves, so that it reaches every corner, around every bend, and everyone smiles, and they hold joy within themselves so that they could give it to another. Because, we are all interconnected. What helps you helps me. What helps, me helps you, and vice versa, all the way down the line. And thank you for allowing me to enter your circle and provide love and light and encouragement, strength, positivity, and the ability to recognize, to overcome, to gain knowledge and wisdom of. It's just a wonderful place to be. And I am so very grateful that so many of you are here with me today. It's just amazing. My lovely collective, whatever you do, I love you. And I am so very proud of you. And I encourage you to be honest with yourself. You have a great day. Blessed be.